everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Ryan McMahon. This is your first ever episode with us. Well, guess what? Congratulations, this is where it completely all began. So you're gonna take a wild, crazy adventure as we start this whole entire journey. Hopefully hundreds of videos will be coming out, at least one a week at the minimum, all the way to the max of, I don't know, once a day. I have no idea. I do have myself a little cheat sheet just because, so if I'm looking away, this is what I'm going to be looking at. And I will say also, if you are from months, years into the future, and you're now looking at this video because you've seen some of the other future videos, well, congratulations. This is where it all began. Today is July 26th, 2021. It's around 10:30 in the morning, I think, when this is recording. Don't count me on it. But welcome to the channel. So getting right into it, what this channel is going to be about. The fundamentals of it is going to be based on music. If you know myself, you know I'm all about music. We'll get more into that in a little bit. Another thing that we're going to be going over is weight loss. I am not the smallest guy by any means. I currently weigh 255 and I'm trying to get down to 220. So that's going to be something we're going to be dealing with as this channel goes on. Last but not least, probably the most important thing to me of all this is I want this channel to be as unique as I am. Now, I know there's this algorithm of, hey, if you want to have popular fans on YouTube, you have boom, 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 boom. You do the same set thing. You have the same set pattern. People know what to expect. That's not me. I'm very much someone who likes to go a little bit on the crazy side. I am very scatterbrained. And there's another word I was thinking of earlier to use, but I totally forgot it. But scatterbrain's a good way to put it. I go a lot of stuff off the cuff. If I find something that I think is cool, I use it. I don't think twice. I just run with it. So a lot of these videos could be on inspiration, could be about a funny story, could be about a new song that I've written recently. If you want to know stuff that's like edited, clean cut, and you know what to expect, we're gonna have another channel. It is not up yet. By the time the second video is posted, sometime later this week, you guys will be able to see a link in the description to find the other channel, which is basically purely just music. This is gonna be more of the fun, scattered, whatever's going on. We may be doing a road trip and you're gonna be on the YouTube channel. We may be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm super excited about this, and moving onward, that's all about the channel. Let's look a little bit more about myself. So, as we know, my name is Ryan McMahon. I'm a little bit scatterbrained, rambunctious. I like to do things off the cuff. I like to change it all up. You never know what really to expect. My background is music. I was born and raised always around music, always around concerts. Played drums or guitar since I was 5. Drums since 7, bass since 11. Got really serious back into guitar back when I was 15. I was recording a studio when I was 14. Live audio was 16. When I was 18, I was running my own radio station, or I had my own show on a radio station. We'll get into that later on, probably in future episodes. I don't like to give away all my spoilers. So I've very been into music. I've done lighting, I've done videography. Right now, I wish I had a full videography setup for you guys. Currently, I don't at all. I don't have the access to that at the moment. So guess what? So you're getting a super raw footage. Also, another thing about this channel, this is gonna be completely raw, no edits. Even if I slip up on words, even if there's like this, someone walks in the room, we're gonna roll. We don't start over, we keep pushing forward. I will say the one exception to this is today's episode. Funny story, I did the recording of it and I had my video on too good of a rating, and what happened because of that was it slow-moed the entire 10-minute video. So it turned a 10-minute video into 35 minutes. I thought for your guys' sake, you guys might want to have that a little bit back to normal. So I redid my frame rate, and this is going to be the second version of it. So this is the second time having to do it, but I hope you guys don't kill me for it. But yeah, moving on past that. So music's always been a huge thing with me. I used to be really big in sports back in my glory days of high school. Yeah, everyone has that story. I'm not going to go into it. I used to be really good. Now I'm not. So I'm definitely trying to get back to that section. And then also a little bit about myself. I'm trying to get back into the music scene. Not as in production, but I want to be back on the stage. I've done a lot of stuff on stages, playing instruments, but every time I had a chance to it, I always passed it up. I always thought someone else better. We're gonna get into that just a little bit from now. So if you want that, you can skip ahead, but we're gonna go on to the next thing. I have a large, well, not terribly large family. I have an older brother who's in the Air Force, and he is married. He is awesome. We'll probably bring him on the show later on. And then I have 3 younger brothers that are all under the age of 10, and I love them to death. They mean the world to me. Family is very important. I have my 2 parents. They've been married for now 28 years. My dad is hands out my best friend in the world. More likely than not, he will probably come on the channel at some point just because it's my dad and I love him. So definitely be excited for when all that takes place. But yeah, I am from Kansas. I'll tell you that much. We'll go in a little bit more about all that history, background, stuff like that, college, things like that. We'll get onto that later on in future episodes. Like I said, don't want to give away too much. But now into the meat and mashed potatoes of this episode. So each episode is going to have its own direct outlining after all the welcome. So just kind of giving you an idea of what these channels are going to be like. But for today's episode, it's actually something I'm having to deal with really personal. And it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. As I briefed, music's everything to me. Whether it's writing music, whether it's playing music, whether it's listening to music, I love it so much. I've always wanted to be on top of the stage. I wanted to be the one the light was shining on. And I have an older brother. He is phenomenal at guitar. So growing up, he was the limelight. I was the drummer. He always told me, well, you're the drummer. You don't get paid as much as me because I'm the lead singer and the electric guitarist. Yeah. Older brother mentality really beat me down. I love him to death. You know, we were just kids though. That's growing up for you. You know, he would smack me in the head with the head of his guitar and I would throw a drumstick at him. That's kind of the brothers that we were back then. Good times. But now I'm kind of getting to the point where I know I have the talent and I need to do it. And I've talked to a bunch of different friends, and one really close one was like, hey, if you want to make this stuff happen, you got to prove to me that you want it. You need to start making adjustments on your own. I talked to another friend who I've known for forever from college, and something that they said, which will always hold so true to me, was I told them about me, my dreams, my aspirations. They're like, honestly, I don't see it. And I was kind of puzzled. And I asked them, like, why? How come? Why don't you see it? They're like, you just don't have the drive for it. And it took me back. It made me ponder really, really hard. And I'm questioning, I'm like, why would you say that? And they're like, everything you've done, you've either been given or you're able to walk into by luck. And I've looked at all the times where I've worked my butt off in different things. But you're right, from where it started was because I got into a lucky opportunity and where I was just there at the right place at the right time. Even though I had to wait for a few hours for it to fully come into effect, I was there. It wasn't like I had to start something on my own from the ground up. And so when I told them about this, they're like, hey, you know, you got to do it. See what you got. And then my other person that I know who does professionally, they're like, hey, you know, let me see what you have. You know, I can't say anything good or bad until you show me yourself. So this channel was really difficult for me to start. I've worked with other YouTubers. I've worked on production of it, always enjoyed it. But coming up where I'm in the limelight, I would think it would be easy. But in reality, it's very, very difficult. I've always been so used to getting in the background of all things, you know, coming back up on the front of the stage, being in front of the mic, nerve-wracking, because, you know, this is where you can be most vulnerable and people can take the biggest stabs at you for who you are, how you act, and every other piece you can think of. So definitely a little bit on the nerve-wracking side, but here we are. And that really folds in with today's main topic. If you have a dream, make it reality. And turning dreams into reality, that's the name of this title. And like I said, if I edit, I would change that out, but it is what it is. Turning dreams into reality. So that's what this kind of is. Everyone has a dream, whether it's I want to be the super rich person and have all these cars, or a dream of I want to live a simplistic life. where I don't have any worries or any stress, or a dream I just want to get married and have kids and focus on them. Like, you have a dream. Now it comes down to, what does it take to make your dream a reality? And that's what it really came down to for me. Taking a step towards your dream makes that dream no longer a dream. It makes it a goal. It makes it a plan of action to get to a goal. And you may have a 10-step process to get to that goal. And that first step, you're like, oh my goodness, how do I get there? Well, guess what? You take that first step, you break it down to 10 steps. You still don't want to go from there, take that first step again, break it down into 10 steps. You know how to do it. Sometimes it's the hardest part is making yourself vulnerable, taking a chance, whether you want to or not, whether it's, you so desperately want it, you're scared. That's kind of what it has been for me. It's, I want something so bad, but I didn't know how to start it. And I won't lie, as I've gotten more and more accustomed to doing this whole entire video, and so many takes I have done on this video, trying to make it good, you won't believe it. It's one of those things that it becomes easier with time. It's understanding that, it is what it is. And I will say another part about me, I'm a Christian. I have moral values, stuff like that. And some people hate me for it. Some people may love me for it. But I won't deny that is who I is. I can try to overlook it. I can try to see past it. And I've tried to do that. And I can't. I am not that person. It is a part of whom I am. And, part of that thing is, understand and not be afraid. The Bible says, do not be afraid, for I'm always with you. It's one of those things, I'm making myself vulnerable. Do I need to be afraid? No. If someone says a cruel comment towards me in the comment sections below, by the way, if you want to comment, feel free to do so. No, I'm not going to be that person that says, oh, like and subscribe. I don't care. If anything else, this is for me to be able to prove to myself that I am capable. If you guys like it for your own entertainment, I'm glad. I'm happy for you. That's awesome. But I will say, you have dreams. If you don't have dreams in life, you got to stop and look at yourself, because as soon as you get to one goal, you got to look at your next. You can't just be satisfied where you are. You don't want to become stagnant. You don't want to become stale. You want to keep improving on something. If you think life is just bliss and there's nothing to work on, you're not doing it right. It doesn't matter if it's learning how to sing better, whether it's to paint better, whether it's to cook better, whether it's to clean better, whether it's to drive better. It doesn't have to be anything big. Have a goal. Have a dream. Make it happen. But I think that's enough of that rant. So you understand the channel, what's going to be coming up. You understand a little bit about myself. There's going to be a lot more to come up. I'm so excited about all this. And the thing, you understand what's going to be with the channel. And most importantly, I want you to understand this. There is a purpose for you. You have a dream. Make your dream your reality. Doesn't matter how hard it is. Doesn't matter how far it may seem to be. It's on you. So if you're stuck, if you're sick of being in that stagnant water and you want to get somewhere, it's on you. So, all right, everyone, that's enough for this first episode of many, many more to come. And like I said, if you've already been a part of the channel for a while and you're now just seeing this for the first time, this is where it all began. So if you guys have any ideas of how I can make this thing better, I want to know your guys' ideas. You can definitely leave a comment. And I'm so excited. And again, right now we're doing no editing whatsoever. There's no background music. There's no fade outs. There's nothing. That's for right now. As time goes on and things change, we're hopefully going to be getting some of that stuff, some of that equipment. But right now, that's currently not a possibility. We're just shooting off my phone, to believe it or not. And also, quick trivia question. Comment, do you think it's an iPhone or do you think it's an Android? What type of person do you think I am? Just start something in the comments. But if you guys have watched this whole entire thing, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. Peace.